back in the Yowie's lair. Just looking for further evidence. Trying to get my head around the Yowie, what it's about, why it's chosen to poop here. Whether there's any significance or relevance to that ochre arrow there. And honestly, I can't really say for certain that there are any other signs of the Yowie except for all of the feces. I don't want to sort of convince myself of something that doesn't exist. That's why I'm here, to collect evidence without bias. And the evidence is abundant in the form of poop on the ground. It would seem that the Yowie in this sacred toileting space, the poop seems to be comprised of just like grass, like a bit like a little pony, or kind of a horse poop, kind of a square shape to it, which would suggest that the Yowie in its sort of material manifestation in this environment, because it seems to be able to disappear, and I guess it's an electrical being, as are we all. It can disappear and just fly away and enter different dimensions and things like this. But when it is here, given all these green square poops behind me, it would imply that it's vegetarian. I did find that Yowie scat in a place that's quite a ways from here, at a much lower altitude, and maybe unlike, I'm not sure what to think, because the other Yowie scat was pretty much just bits of animal in a really genuinely enormous piece of feces. So, and then we've got these square green ones here in this sacred Yowie toileting space. So maybe there are a variety of Yowies. That could be the case. I now have a relationship with a family of creatures, however, which is quite exciting, and I'll talk about that later. However, I did go home to surf the World Wide Web, and on that, traveling along that highway of information, it became apparent to me via Wikipedia that the Yowie is between 2.1 and 3.6 meters tall, and so I was a little bit, well, I mean, it didn't take away any of the magic from the new relationship I have with the creatures that I thought were yowies, but they're obviously not yowies because Wikipedia says that they're between 2.1 and 3.6 meters. I think that's what it was. I can't be something like that. And the creatures that I've been communicating with are really short, like 130. So they're not yowies. So I'm still on the bust, I suppose. I know there are definitely large yowies around that water catchment area of Lake Burragarang. They're big creatures. I am intending to go there. I just can't get organised, and apart from that it's illegal, but it kind of doesn't stop a whole bunch of other people doing all sorts of stuff in there. And legality is sort of a structure, a framework that only serves to um, inhibit our potential, unless like some method stabbed your sister or something, and like maybe you'd like to see them learn to do more sophisticated crime by going to the university that is prison. But generally speaking, I'm not too fazed that entering that water catchment area is illegal. That certainly wouldn't stop me. My passion for yowie hunting certainly would supersede any desire to abide by the laws, which is just arbitrary. They're, unlike the yowie, they're completely just inside people's minds. Laws are an anthropogenic construct. They don't apply to most things. It's just something we like to kind of convince ourselves of. And apart from that, the other creatures that I do speak with now are also in a water catchment area, and it's also illegal to be there. They're over the other side, over between Medlow Bath and Katoomba. They were pushed up through. They had to cross the highway, which is a big deal. They were pushed up into there from the recent fires a couple of years ago. So, for now, I believe Yowie's a vegetarian. Which is, that makes me nervous because vegetarians generally are kind of erratic. They're very moody. They're more inclined to violence. Shania Twain was a vegetarian. She's alright. But it just leaves me a little bit more on edge about their intentions. But it's okay. I just have to tread carefully and take that into consideration, and carry a firearm, just like Miles Dunphy did. I don't have one with me today. This is sort of an impromptu, just getting out of the house kind of thing. So I'm not really prepared the way I typically would be with a firearm or anything actually. I just have this camera. Kind of wish I had some toilet paper, but I'll just wait. It's the best thing to do, right? So that's me for now. I'll see you on the next bust.